Good day, dear friends. Let's move on to the most important news. As for the Kursk direction, the front line has hardly changed in recent days. Minor adjustments may not be significant, but rather clarifying information about the advances of Ukrainian units achieved in the early days of hostilities. For example, the front line near Chayevo needs clarification, and current information regarding who controls this stretch, Ukrainian armed forces or the other side, is relevant. According to some mapping data, there are videos from the settlements of Orlovka and Maryevka published by the Russian side. These frames capture shelling of Ukrainian positions using FPV drones. This may indicate the presence of Ukrainian soldiers in the area. Interestingly, the map we have on our screens may not completely correspond to the real situation. It is likely that we are dealing with a small surrounded grouping of Russian troops, or that the entire territory around Stara and Novosorochina, Orlovka, and Kruglyanka is controlled by the Ukrainian armed forces. Thus, we have two possible scenarios, and final conclusions can only be drawn based on further geolocation data. Russian troops are gradually beginning to counterattack in the area of Glushkovka, as well as in Zhuravlevka and Vishnevka. Drones are actively being used in these settlements, and strikes are being made against Ukrainian forces. At present, Ukrainian troops are facing quite high losses and are unable to advance, as they have not received permission from the West to carry out strikes on the territory of the Russian Federation. Last night, Ukrainian forces conducted a large-scale drone attack on Russian regions. According to the Russian Ministry of Defense, a significant number of drones were recorded in 16 regions, as well as over Moscow. The highest number of drones was recorded over the Kursk region. The air defense operations of the Russian troops continued throughout the night. In the Bryansk region, at least 30 drones were recorded. Governor Alexander Bogomaz noted that there were no casualties among civilians, and the infrastructure did not sustain damage. However, this information requires clarification. In the Belgorod region, slightly fewer drones were recorded. Nevertheless, commercial facilities, private homes, and civilian vehicles were damaged in Belgorod and its surroundings. This is preliminary information and requires confirmation. In Moscow and the Moscow region, one of the drones fell on a technical facility of the Moscow oil refinery in Kapotnya, resulting in a fire covering approximately 40 square meters. There are reports of an attack on the Kashirskaya GRES, but this information requires confirmation. According to preliminary data, Ukraine attempted to attack Zhukovsky Airport. Temporary restrictions for flight safety were also imposed for Vnukovo and Domodedovo airports, which resumed operations by 9 a.m. local time. A fire occurred at the Konakovo GRES in the Tver region, which was quickly localized. Air defense also operated in Yaroslavl, Voronezh, Ryazan, Kaluga, Tula, Tambov, Smolensk, Oryol, and Ivanovo regions. However, a cell tower was damaged in the Tarus district of the Lipetsk region. Information about other damages and locations is being clarified. This night attack by the Ukrainian armed forces became the largest since the conflict began. As before, the primary targets were facilities of the fuel and energy complex, with routes chosen from the least protected directions for the attack. However, in the future, the pace of drone production in Ukraine may significantly increase. That's all for now, friends. We remind you that our channel condemns any violence and calls for all parties to engage in immediate negotiations for a peaceful resolution of conflicts. Thank you for staying with us. Please subscribe to our channel, and we wish you all the best.